All right, let's sync guys in. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep coughing. I haven't had a cigarette or smoked weed in like so many months.
Yeah.
Edibles.
I mean, it could just be clearing up.
Yeah.
Also,
years
people
of
who
abuse.
never smoke get coughs all the time.
It's weird. Yeah, but it's like usually like if you're getting sick, like I have like a continuous cough that just won't ever go away. It's like, what is that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
Could be an autoimmune disorder, just saying.
Yeah, it could be like lung cancer.
Yeah.
Don't want to bring this up.
You could be dying of
It
cancer.
might be lung cancer.
But it could be real bad.
Yeah.
Could be
That's
bad.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's my suspicions confirmed.
I got a little pain going on in my my
Yeah,
abdomen.
it could
I
be
think
real
it's
bad.
kidney. Oh my God. Hey.
All right. Last show of the week. Let's do it.
There we go. Morning and welcome to episode 872 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, February 4th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will to talk with you.
Yeah.
Today about what, Mark, in the cup of coffee in the big time?
Oh man, we got so much to talk about. I heard someone got killed. Some piece of shit is dead. We'll talk about that. I got multiple fun facts. And then some interesting dog breed information you're going to want to hear.
Ooh.
Huh.
Love,
You know,
love
I'm
dog
just
information.
realizing a lot of people come to this show to get their news, right? So they might not have the context. It's a bad guy that got killed, right?
Yeah, piece of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you're just learning about the piece of shit that got killed, he's a piece of shit.
He
So
is
it's not
a
like
total
like
dick.
we're celebrating the death of someone cool,
No.
No. So
No, we'll get into it. That's
Yeah.
just strap in, motherfuckers, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what this guy did. And he blew himself up. But what else we got going on?
right.
Oh, my.
We're talking about some hot stories on the internet. New segment calling it Al Gore invented the internet. Nothing to do with Al Gore, everything to do with the internet. Kind of
Nice.
like Al Gore inventing the internet.
Perfect.
Like that.
Right, because he did.
Perfect name.
Nope, didn't. Weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
This guy invented pants.
And in the Tik Tok International Moment, we're going to be going to the UK. We're going to be going to the Netherlands. And then I got a Florida man story for you. We talk a little models, a few boats,
Thank you.
fishing. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well, you might not thank me, but yeah.
And then Will's got voicemails and reviews for the 8th time in a row.
You damn right I do. I gotta there it's a good collection. It's a good collection today. And then also I gotta make a correction. I got the timeline wrong. Tua and Burrow were the same draft. Whoops. Tua,
Right.
Burrow, same draft.
Oh,
Right.
I've forgotten that Tua got hurt his
He was the
senior year.
water damaged vehicle, right? He looked good,
was-
but you
yeah.
could smell something weird,
Exactly.
Did Tua go before Burrow?
No.
Burrow was number
Burrow
one.
went number one overall.
And he was Tua's 2. Okay.
Tua went like 13.
Yeah, I think he went because he got hurt his senior year.
He had that ACL.
So the Dolphins would have gotten him.
Yeah. Well, they would. It makes the owner's tank request a little bit more understandable, but still, Flores didn't deserve to get fired after his 2 winning seasons in a row.
I'm saying, I know, I'm just saying the Dolphins probably would have taken Burrow if
It
they
makes
would've-
the
if they would
tank
have followed. Yeah.
Right, it makes the
Anyone.
tank request more understandable. But still, I don't. I still
other
think Flores got mistreated by everybody.
Yes.
Other update. Groundhog's Day. Someone from Staten Island sent in a submission. Apparently, former mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, dropped the Staten Island groundhog on its head in 2014, killing it on Groundhog's Day.
Oh my God! In front of all the people.
Yeah, it was like, he like it was like their big Groundhog's Day thing, and he was holding it like upside down by the leg, and he
Blasio
dropped it.
Staten Island Chuck.
Staten Island Chuck. Yeah,
He's tall too,
he
so that was a
killed
big
me.
drop.
Yeah, he just fucking killed him. They were like, whoops.
It was a 6-foot drop.
In front of women and children.
Think about the amount of trust that he must have built up with that groundhog for that groundhog to die from that drop. You know, like
never again.
No, that groundhog really felt safe.
No, I think the groundhog flipped out because like his De Blasio's probably holding him weird with his bony fingers.
No, but a normal animal,
groundhog's like
he's holding him like a dead rabbit upside down.
A normal animal's gonna figure out how to not land on its head unless that animal is at total peace and is just completely in trust.
Surely what's happening to me couldn't be happening. Not from no way he dropped me, right? Dead. Right. So yeah, there you go.
He killed Staten Island Chuck. I think that guy had another hilarious nickname. Something Hog.
Yeah. Well,
R.I.P. to that one. But then they just fire up another groundhog.
And then just De Blasio's not allowed to be within 10 feet of it.
No, they're never get that guy. De Blasio can't be allowed around any animals ever again after killing a groundhog on a stage.
Yeah, he's having a tough time. All right, you guys want to do the news?
Mm-hmm. Let's do the news.
Okay.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
First up, before we get into the holidays and today in history and honorable mentions in the top 2 today, we have a fun fact or 3. Fun fact: while the Earth has earthquakes, what do you think the Moon has?
It's moonquakes.
You're correct. Sharp one there, Wes. They're moonquakes. That's right. They're less frequent than earthquakes and usually occur when the richest and evilest man on Earth shoots his space trash directly into the moon.
Yeah. I was thinking, is that mostly from stuff hitting the moon?
Yeah. No, but they are very rare. But I'm sure hitting the moon might cause one.
Does it have a core?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I think we're trying. Yeah, it has. I think there might be people living inside it.
Everything has a core.
Yeah,
I believe so.
It has to. It's got the tectonic plates, which I still don't understand tectonic plates. Bonus fun fact: there's only one country on Earth without mosquitoes. Do you want to take a crack at that? Anyone?
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Country, not continent.
Country.
Country.
Well, wouldn't a continent be more than a country?
Well, so according to the fun facts, it's not Antarctica, but you're on the right path with a cold place.
Greenland.
Iceland, which is not quite as cold as Greenland, but apparently Iceland is the only country without mosquitoes. And bonus fun fact: Iceland grows in landmass by 5 centimeters per year because of its shifting tectonic plates, which I don't understand what that means or how that works, but it sounds weird and confusing. And if you ask me, if they have no mosquitoes, they can grow as much as they want. Just take over the whole damn lot of it, right?
That's nice.
Yeah. What a lucky girl who dates Iceland, am I right?
Yeah. Because mosquitoes pee on you when they suck your blood. They're just the worst. Yeah. All right. So fuck mosquitoes. Yeah, that was the other fun fact from Maria. Every single mosquito's peeing on you while it's landing on you when it sucks your blood. It's pissing on you.
But you don't ever notice that.
Yeah,
I mean, that pee is microscopic.
Right, but it's just insult to injury. It's already sucking your blood and peeing on you. It's like
this prostitute gave me a cold. It's like, okay, there's bigger issues to worry about. You know what I mean?
The bug bites. Does the pee give you the bug bite, or does the bite give you the bug bite?
It's while the bug bite's going on, it's peeing on you.
It's and saliva.
Giving you yellow
saliva
fever.
Can get out of town. It can pee on me all at once as long as it doesn't give me a bug bite.
We got to get rid of mosquitoes. Got to get rid of them. Holidays. There's a lot. It's a bubblegum day. Facebook's birthday. Give Kids a Smile Day, Homemade Soup Day, Liberace Day, Medjool Date Day, National Creative Vacuum Day, National Hemp Day, National Stuffed Mushroom Day, National Thank a Mailman Day. Sorry, Pat, it's not a good one for you. National Wear Red Day, Quacker Day. Is that Quaker Day? Quacker.
Quaker.
Yeah, Quaker Day.
Is
that how you spell it? It's
Quacker. That's Quacker. Yeah, it's Quacker.
Like a duck. These people that pretend like they're ducks, furries. Is that what it is? Maybe. Rosa Parks Day, Torture Abolition Day, USO Day, Working Naked Day.
Nice.
And World Cancer Day. So
nice.
I'd like to take this time to personally thank our men and women out there that are mail carriers.
Oh, now you want to?
Hey, it's not that I have beef with the people. It's the institution. And some of the people.
Speaking of it,
that's not a blanket statement.
Some of the people.
That's just to the good ones. Thank you.
Speaking of institutions, Facebook, that one you just mentioned, they broke a record for the biggest stock decline in a single
day. We're talking about that in the Al Gore invented the internet moment.
Oh, nice. Spotify went down to it. Didn't Spotify go down too?
Down.
Yeah, Spotify went down too. Yeah,
lower users for both than expected.
Oh, okay. This day in history. 1945, the Yalta Conference opened, which was world leaders like our boy, FDR, England's boy, Winston Churchill, and that commie bastard, Joseph Stalin, meeting in the city of Yalta to figure out what the hell they were going to do post-World War II, as they had that sick fuck Hitler and his deranged Nazi army pretty much defeated and bunkered down. Get it? That psycho died in a bunker 2 months later. So April of the same year, 1945, is when Hitler died in the bunker. But he was pretty much defeated. So they were meeting at the Yalta Conference to be like, what are we going to do with Germany? What are we going to do with all the land they took over and stuff? And that's a picture of Stalin, FDR, Churchill.
I bet that's a lot like when you first get into either high school or college, right? Like there's always someone in your friend group, because you just don't know any better and you're totally open to it, that turns out to suck, like retrospectively, and you look back and be like, man, that motherfucker was in our friend group. Like, I bet that's how Churchill and Roosevelt feel about Stalin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't in there because he wasn't in their group for long.
Yeah,
right?
he was brief.
Yeah, it was just like I think it was just like a allies of convenience type.
Yeah, kind of had to be.
I mean, but they hung. There's a bunch of hangs. They were hanging.
They needed Russia's cold weather to stop that German army.
They were
right?
They were doing sleepovers.
There was a ton of hangs, but then it became a big like communism versus democracy thing, and then after that they couldn't hang anymore.
He's probably hilarious,
Stalin? Yeah. Oh, bro.
He's got all sorts of jokes.
Yeah.
I mean,
He kills.
He
Funny guy.
kills. Literally, he definitely is dark humor. Nailed. All right, 2004. Facebook was launched by Mark Zuckerberg just a year or so after he stole the idea from those twins he went to Harvard with.
You know he did that from his dorm room.
Yeah. No, he did it with a stolen idea from his dorm room. Yes, I do know that. Oh, and how about the best for last? On February 4th, 1789, our Maine boy, George Washington, Georgie Wash, was unanimously elected to be our first president by the Electoral College. And do you know how many votes he got? How many
69.
69. 69. How about you move down an inch for old George?
Because he likes that.
Yeah.
He's dirty like that.
They called him Old Hickory.
Yeah. Move on down an inch.
Messing up
You'll
my
hear-
wig.
You'll hear old George going, you'll just hear a distant beep, beep.
Moving on down.
That means old George wants you to shift down a bit.
Yeah. Come on down a bit
Back it up.
for the first press here. All right.
Madam. Madam, move down.
Exactly. Honorable mentions.
Oh wait, no, Andrew Jackson was Old Hickory. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you park your carriage on top of my nose garage there?
Yeah, it's been a long trip. Why don't you park it? Honorable mentions. How about...
It's the calm before the storm. There's some bad weather brewing in the air.
There is some bad weather brewing in the air, fellas. It's like 10 degrees in Austin, and we're covered in a sheet of ice. People are losing power in Austin again, so we actually had to move some things around to get our Florida Man Friday show, which you can catch on Patreon. That's patreon.com/hardfactor, and this show recorded and out to you guys. And it's not just Texas, as about 20 states from Texas all the way up and across to Maine, which is the farthest you can go, are getting butt-fucked by Jack Frost right now. They're calling this one Winter Storm Landon, and Landon's weapon of choice is ice. Here's a map of what it looks like according to the Weather
Landon,
Channel.
he uses ice.
Icy. Yeah,
Hey,
icy.
I'm Landon. Doing anything this weekend?
Yeah, he's Landon.
Let's chill.
Icy. Let's got him. So look at this terrible. Thanks to the Weather Channel, it's just a map with a pink splotch all across, and it says icy.
It kind of looks like an assault rifle a little bit.
A little bit, but a pink one.
Right.
And here's
It does.
it broken down in like inches of what's going to happen today. By end of day today, Pat, you're going to see some shit. You didn't see much on Thursday, but Friday snow is coming to the northeast. 5 to 8 inches in Cleveland, 5 to 8 inches in Albany, New York, 12 to 18, all the way up into Maine.
So it really was a beefy boy with a ton down the middle.
It was a ice sheet.
they
and then
predicted
snow
it
on top, which is bullshit.
They predicted it to be pretty close to that. That's surprisingly accurate based on the predictions earlier in the week.
Yeah, that's not a groundhog accurate take. That's a human being take.
That's true.
No, yeah. Well, it's a Balzac Billy.
Balzac Billy nailed it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So look, okay. I saw on Thursday afternoon there were tornadoes in Alabama while they're getting some winter mix, so that's not good. Like ice tornadoes. Our guy PFT is driving through the storm. Hope Billy Football and him and the boys are getting where they need to go safely, and hopefully everyone out there today stays safe on the roads. It's going to be nasty, so be careful. Just be careful.
A lot of people driving for work. Be careful.
Be careful out there. Last honorable mention. The Beijing Winter Olympics start today, or they already started. The opening ceremonies were Friday night, February 4th, but China's like 4 days ahead of us, so the games are probably halfway over by now. But we got you guys pumped for those Beijing Olympics?
What was the opening ceremony? Did they like burn an American flag?
I don't know. I Googled it, and I was like, who are the U.S. Olympic stars? And they were like, results for like half of the games are like because it's already done, like they're off and running. The opening ceremony was like Thursday because they're like what 22 hours ahead of us or something crazy.
They're like nearly 24 hours ahead of us because they're very
20,
first and America's like last.
They also have one time zone for the like largest country in the world. But no, Mark, I heard for the opening ceremony the Chinese team rode in on Uyghurs.
Oh yeah, just do you think did they tie like 4 Uyghurs together?
There was some majestic Uyghurs too. Some really well groomed ones.
They were taking out uteruses, uteri.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone cares about the fucking Beijing Olympics. Besides the athletes and their families, good luck to the Team USA. Okay, let's move on to number 2.
I'm sure USA will do good, and then we'll get into it. Like once they're up there.
The figure skating's pretty fun, but it always gives me anxiety when they fall. It's like their life's work just ruined in one small action. That gives me so much anxiety watching people fall.
Yeah, but then those butts get wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't mind it.
And they're all disappointed.
Yeah, less confident.
They're all wet and disappointed.
Less sure of themselves. Open to more stuff.
Probably down, would accept a drink at that point from someone they might not accept a drink from.
Less attractive gentlemen. Less successful than they're used to, or rich.
It's the best time to pry on them. Okay, number 2 is a good news, bad news situation for Hard Factor Wes. Yeah. Norway has banned the breeding of 2 types of dogs this week due to health and safety concerns. Good news until you find out that amazingly none of the 2 breeds are pit bulls.
You kidding me? The safety one is in pit bull?
Wow. No. What's one is the adorable English bulldog.
Okay.
And the other is the floppy-eared good boy and girl Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Wow.
Yes.
What's
2 great dogs?
So damn. 2 breeds gone just like that. The safety and health concerns, it turns out, is for the dogs themselves who have inherent health problems. The historic ruling was said to be based off of Norway's Animal Welfare Act and isn't because they hate the Georgetown Hoyas.
So are they just going to kill all the current ones?
No, they'll let them die on their own. They said, although disappointed Georgia won the national championship this year because their mascot's a walking health atrocity, that Georgia's win had no bearing on this decision.
This is good news, though, because now we'll get to see how people take it and how easily it is to fade out a certain kind of breed. Norway's setting the pace here. And
you are too unhealthy to live.
And then we can apply this to other breeds.
You're stoked on the eugenics angle here, huh?
It might have been this.
Yeah.
Oh, Wes.
Yeah, it could have been that.
A tweet from Hard Factor West that says, it's a picture of Uga at the national championship game sitting in a crate without a blanket and a big bag of ice next to his crate freezing him. And it says, no pillow for Uga, just stuffed in a bear cage next to a bag of ice. Sad. Roll Tide. So it could have been that.
I think that was the tweet that turned the dogs on, actually.
Yeah,
I think West turned the tide because Alabama was cruising at that point.
Well, he got Georgia a national championship and the breed eliminated from Norway.
Wow, it's a momentous tweet.
I feel like Norway's a great place for Bulldogs. Like it's like nice, isn't it nice and cold there? You know. Like
yeah. I know. So I'm going to give you some Bulldog facts. Okay, so first off, the CEO of Animal Protection Norway, Ashild Roldset, did say this. This is something they said. For many decades, sick dogs have been bred illegally. What is happening here is a systematic and organized betrayal of our four-legged friends. Today, it was finally determined that this is a violation of the law. And apparently, the breeding has gotten really bad with English Bulldogs in particular. I wasn't aware, but a 2016 study from the University of California showed that out of 102 healthy Bulldogs they studied, that 80% were more genetically similar than like other dog breeds that would be from parents that are siblings. So they're saying that Bulldogs have such a lack in genetic diversity that they are more tizzy than sister fucking offspring.
Yeah, they're very inbred. Yeah.
Yes, they're incredibly inbred, and there's no way to fix it at this point.
The reason it is because they before like now is like the French Bulldog. Before that, it was the English Bulldog, and people would pay thousands of dollars. So they're just pumping these things out. This is the same exact thing is going to happen to the French Bulldog very soon.
Yeah, well, apparently most of the pregnancies for Bulldogs are done by artificial insemination too, because the males get too tired or are unable to fuck. That's going to be me in a few years if I don't get it together. I'm marching right towards Bulldog mode.
GetRoman.com.
Yeah, right.
GetRoman.com. Use our code. GetRoman.
If you're feeling like a bulldog.
If you think about like if you asked a kid like a 6-year-old to draw a dog, right? Like they draw like a generic dog, right? That's what dogs were. And if you take that as the A point and then bulldogs as the B point, that's a lot of fucked up and selective breeding to get to that B point. You know what I mean? Like that's not easy.
There's also very high puppy mortality rates due to a list of things I'd rather not mention, but rest assured they die horrible deaths of like their bodies are all mangled and shit. The average lifespan of a purebred English Bulldog is 6 years.
Oh my God.
I was going to say months, but
that's awful.
Yeah, 6 months. And then for the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, they said the health concern is that people will continue to hug them to death because they're so darn cute. They didn't really have a lot of facts to back up why they're doing it to the dog that lives to an average of 13 years. I guess they have some heart issues and some eye issues, but what breed doesn't? Like, I don't know why they're getting rid of that breed. It seems like a vendetta against the King Charles Spaniel over there.
I dated a girl that had one of those, and it was a great dog, but it did eventually go blind.
Okay, so they're saying they have cataract issues, they go blind. But
could you imagine if like this kind of shit flies in Norway? But imagine the protests.
What do you guys think about this?
Oh, it's bullshit. First of all, like. It's bullshit, 100% bullshit. And if you tried to do this in America, you would have so many bulldog people so far up your ass. It would be insane.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like in Norway, they pull this kind of shit off, but not.
Luckily, bulldog people are like the dog. You can run away from them.
They're all just
they come in short bursts.
Scooters.
Yeah. So it is kind of fucked up, right?
It's fucked up, but it's a good precedent to get started.
Yeah, I mean,
Wes loves it. He can't wait till pit bulls are illegal.
Yeah,
Gotta find something wrong with them besides their extremely dangerous natural natures.
Yeah, they're
it's fucked up. It's the same thing as like plants being illegal or whatever. You know, it's like I don't know. It's like whatever. People are doing selective breeding with these animals, and they make a certain type of pet.
It's pretty different than plants, but like. Because a plant can't look at you and be like, kill me.
They're all alive and you can interbreed them.
No, I know. I just, if it's not, ultimately.
The bulldog one is.
Pets are such a luxury.
It's tough.
They should not. No, there should be no pet that's being bred that is living a shitty existence.
The King Spaniel makes no sense to me, but anyways.
That's humans. There shouldn't be a market for any other living being that's living a shitty existence.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Hey. It's an interesting topic. Maybe we can do a deep dive on a hive hour on the breeding of dogs.
So Pat, you're saying that people should kill like a baby if it comes out, messed up or something like that?
What? No. Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
Did you blind that? Did you blind that spaniel? No. Where did you get that?
I was just trying to pin you in a spot.
He doesn't. That's a really
say it on air.
No. Did you blind Spaniel? No. I'm just saying, like,
if you had a Tiz child, would you kill it?
Exactly.
No, man, I would love that little Tiz.
Mm-hmm.
Just put a Tiz hoodie on it.
I believe it, but I don't know.
Run around. I'd spin it around. That's how it would get around like a tornado.
Right. All right. Hey. Let's move on to the number one story of the day.
The cream of the crop.
That's right. And the cream of the crop today is Biden's 24 hours since our last show, which included watching a live video of the finest U.S. Special Forces raiding Syria to kill the current, let's call him former leader of ISIS. You know what I mean? Because that motherfucker's dead. You know what I'm talking about.
See
ya.
How many names does this guy have, Mark? How the fuck do you say it?
I'm letting Joe Biden say it in the video later. I'm not saying his name. I'm going to call him the ISIS guy. But before we get to that, I need to play you a clip of Biden leaving the stage yesterday, and I want to get your reactions.
Oh, man.
Big deal in it. Here we go. So, Jill's leaving off the stage. Okay, what do you think about that?
I sent this tweet to the group this morning, and the second thing I did after sending it to the group was go on predicted.org and buy a bunch of shares of Will Biden resign in his first term.
And you went, yes. You did
yes. Yeah, I did yes.
You bought the yes. And if you do that, you need to go to predicted.org/promo/hardfactor40. You get $40 matched. And it's still, it's sitting at 22 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you could go to 4x. So real quick, Pat, for the listeners that weren't watching that on YouTube.com, that was a 5-second clip of Jill Biden leading Joe Biden off the stage, and he was walking very gingerly. Okay.
I've been in that position 2 times. In Jill's position 2 times in my life. Once was right after Kate had our son. And the other was when my grandmother was in her 90s and had to go to the bathroom. That's the only 2 situations I've ever been where you're escorting someone who's walking like that
from the front,
that slowly.
That was bad, man.
Yeah.
Well, when you're clearing a trail, you're like she was
correct.
She's kind of like she's doing the thing where she's like staring at the ground.
That's correct.
And then also frantically looking back at him, where he's only holding on to her hand, and she's like, "Okay, please do not fall over while I clear."
Good eyes from Will. Her eyes are looking straight down for anything taller than a centimeter that he might trip over. She's clearly looking at steps and like surface levels and stuff.
Leading the drunk chick, yeah.
You said you have to poo, Grandma?
Yeah.
Right. It's definitely,
You gotta make.
It was a handle with care situation.
Grandma's gotta make.
Let's get you back to the hotel room now.
Gotta make.
I want to party. I want to party some more. So let's get you back to the hotel.
Where is your son?
Hang on, Grandma's gonna make. No one's around.
Boys are waiting for me.
We're gonna have a Golden Corral story coming up later. That reminds me of a guy.
Some guy really needed to make. Well, look, guys, that is a very alarming video. Do you remember the videos of Trump on the plane ramp, like stumbling, and then like the drinking water? I mean, look, why do we keep electing people in their late 70s and 80s into the most important and stressful job in the world? Looking good on my bet. I think that neither of the dinosaurs will run in 2024. But
Trump already announced he's running, basically.
Oh, it's like 2 years in advance. Not going to happen. By the way, you said he had a rocket drive. I think that drive went about 40 yards.
Yeah. He picked up his tee. He picked up his tee pretty quick.
It was pathetic. He can't. He has absolutely no power.
He was pleased with it.
He was very pleased with it.
He was pleased with it.
It's all relative, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's what I'm saying. Hey, luckily for Joe, he was able to sit in the Situation Room on Wednesday night and watch the live nearly 2-hour raid of U.S. Special Forces that landed in Syria in the middle of the night and went to kill the ISIS leader, who ended up blowing up himself, his wives, because he had like a harem, his kids, and maybe a few other people, which is terrible. Let's play a clip here. Yeah, I think there's at least 13 bodies, but let's play the clip where Biden explains the mission on Thursday, just hours after it actually went down.
On my orders, the United States military forces successfully moved a major terrorist threat to the world, the global leader of ISIS, known as Haji Abdullah. He took over as leader of ISIS in 2019 after the United States counterterrorism operation killed al-Baghdadi. Since then, ISIS has directed terrorist operations targeting Americans, our allies, and our partners, and countless civilians in the Middle East, Africa, and in South Asia. Haji Abdullah oversaw the spread of ISIS-affiliated terrorist groups around the world after savaging communities and murdering innocents. And thanks to the bravery of our troops, this horrible terrorist leader is no more. Our forces carried out the operation with their signature preparation and precision, and I directed the Department of Defense to take every precaution possible to minimize civilian casualties. Knowing that this terrorist had chosen to surround himself with families, including children, we made a choice to pursue a special forces raid at a much greater risk than to our own people, rather than targeting him with an airstrike. We made this choice to minimize civilian casualties. Our team is still compiling the report, but we do know that as our troops approach to capture the terrorist, in a final act of desperate cowardness, he, with no regard to the lives of his own family or others in the building, he chose to blow himself up, not just with the vest, but to blow up that third floor, rather than face justice for the crimes he has committed, taking several members of his family with him, just as his predecessor did. I'm grateful for the immense courage and skill and determination of our U.S. forces, who skillfully executed this incredibly challenging mission. The members of our military are the solid steel backbone of this nation.
There you go. So there it is. The typing in the background was, I believe, Wes, because he sent me that clip. Wes feverishly
Sick
typing.
screen record.
That was Wes's feverish typing. Thanks for the video, Wes.
That was a screen record.
Never again.
Yeah, never again.
That one wasn't on YouTube. Couldn't rip that one.
I mean, Wes sent it to me. I thought, why look a
listeners
gift
at
horse?
home with
Why look a gift horse in the mouth?
You said you edited it before you.
Yeah, I did. I cut 30 seconds out. I cut out some of the typing and some.
Then
of
you
the-
heard it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
I heard it.
QuickTime screen record with the audio coming from the computer speakers and then into whatever room Mark was in, and then back into the microphone.
You're missing.
Was
Pat,
Wes watching
Pat,
it on
what do you
live
got? Pat, do you have wax in your ears? It was from Wes. It's Wes's video.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
my-
oh shit,
my
I can
keyboard.
catch it right now. Hold
It's
on.
Wes's keyboard from Wes's room.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, it sounds like they were taking a shit in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Could it have been a shit one?
No.
Yeah, whoever it is, did they were they in their time machine in 1947 when they recorded that?
There you go. So you heard it there. I think he used like a nickname for the guy, because the guy does have like 7 long names, like Will mentioned, but he used like his
Oh,
nickname.
the name is insane.
Yeah, and there were sadly reported like 13 dead bodies at the time of this recording. It might even go up. The raid was 2 hours long. There's maybe some debate whether some of the U.S. forces shot some people on the way in. There's the ISIS guy blew himself and many people up for sure. I don't think any U.S. forces got hurt, which is good. And
Kind of always happens this way. I feel like where when something happens and the U.S. does accomplish like a major target like this, but there is like damage on the side. Collateral damage,
Right.
The locals are saying, hey, more civilians died than needed, and Biden's saying, hey, we tried to
Right.
minimize it.
Instead of drone striking, we went in. So like kind of
Right.
because if the drone strike would have got civilians too,
So-
damned if you do. So I'm sure details on the civilian casualties will be conflicting, like Will's talking about and debated. There are already some reports coming in saying there were civilian deaths, including children, but is that from the ISIS guy's bomb or not? And on Thursday afternoon, the Pentagon announced they would review the raid due to the claims of civilian deaths. So
But I mean, ISIS though, you got to be because so the first guy, Al Baghdadi, he had ISIS 2014 to 2019. The next guy, this guy, he I forget, Hijabi, 2019 to 22.
look at this guy.
And then whoa,
Look at the schnoz on him.
he's got quite a bulbous
He's been
nose.
picking at it too. He needs to get a better skincare routine.
Itch in the top.
That guy.
But what do you think? Like, how quickly are they going to get the next guy? Like, you don't want to be the
cares?
head
Let's kill
of
him
ISIS
too.
right
Who
now.
cares?
You don't. Yeah, exactly. The first two guys got very quickly.
Is it possible? I'm just shitty thought, but is it possible that they actually just did a drone strike here and that they didn't want to admit to that because of our recent?
No.
They said he blew himself up,
Yes,
and
yes.
it was a drone strike.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So that remember I was telling you guys about that hacker that went over the British-born English-speaking hacker that went to Syria to join ISIS. They killed him with a drone strike. I mean, that is how we're killing a lot of those people.
Right, and because of our recent bad, press we've gotten with killing civilians with drones, obviously we wouldn't want to have a family on our hands.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but they said
safer for us, our people.
They said it was a 2-hour raid, and it was live streams.
Tell you anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
I want to see the sky.
Okay. Here's the Yeah. I mean, sure. You're like the guy. Anything is possible, right? Kevin, there's the building.
I can tell you I fucked Pam Anderson, but did I?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, exactly. You're like the guy. Who was the guy we interviewed that thought little tiny mosquitoes were being fed coronaviruses?
Oh, yeah, that's very similar. Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, anything's possible.
I fucked Pam Anderson.
They said it.
No, man. Here's a picture of a birth certificate.
All right, and that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by our favorite sponsor, Bird Dogs. And boy, I bet that ISIS leading piece of shit wished he was wearing bird dogs on his last day on Earth, right? At least he could have blown himself up in comfort.
Would never be cool enough to wear them.
Well, he probably wouldn't have even blown himself up because while wearing them and feeling the absurd comfort of either the bird dog shorts or pants, he would look at his hand and the detonator and then his legs in the bird dogs, and he would know that if he pushed that button, that lower body would never, ever get to feel true comfort like it was right then ever again.
Yeah,
Holy
bird dogs
shit.
will radicalize you into cool, that's for sure, and comfort.
Yeah. Will's feeling comfortable.
Will's doing something.
Will's feeling comfortable, stretching it out.
There's the sight.
In fact, I'd say Will's stretching it out.
I was
in
in
the
the
bird
wrong direction
dogs.
on the camera.
Yeah. There goes another leg.
Oh,
there goes the other leg. In fact, I think we can say for sure that there are 0 cases of people blowing themselves up while wearing a pair of bird dogs. Probably one of the main reasons, other than the obvious, that you're in a fucking phenomenal mood and feeling great while wearing them is that you don't need any underwear in bird dogs. Mm-hmm. That's right. Their shorts, the most comfortable shorts in the world, come with an inner liner making underwear obsolete. It's cold out there. Bird Dogs has you covered, though, with their incredible pants and joggers. And those bad boys come with or without liners. So you decide. Yeah. I hate underwear, so I go inner liner on the pants too, but that's your call. We all know they're coming off the second the first person with eyes that you are also attracted to sees you in the Bird Dogs and aggressively brings you home anyway. So
well, but that's also part of the problem with the joggers is they're never coming off. I just wear them. I wear them indefinitely.
What do you cut a hole in them for the?
I mean, I do my normal business day to day.
Dry humping.
Never really take them off. As soon as I'm done doing something I need to take them off for, I put them straight back on.
It is totally to your decision if you want to have sex just because people are propositioning you because you're in the Bird Dogs. You can leave them on and say, I'm sorry. I know they're really
I'd say
good pants.
No pair of pants is getting put on more times directly after having sex than Bird Dogs.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, that's true. Right back on. Just
You're
pop
saying
them
of
back
all
on.
pants?
Yeah.
Of all pants.
I buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. 0 people blowing themselves up, and after you blow off a load,
pull them right back up.
Pull them right back up.
Look,
and
pants are thrown at you with a smile more than
yeah.
There's a lot of texts
Are these
being
yours?
gotten that say you left behind your bird dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you wouldn't leave them behind.
Well, you'd look down and say, "Oh shit, I left the house without pants."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'd make sure to bring them.
But when you go back to get them and you forgot them, that's a fun time.
You see what I'm saying? It's like a boomerang.
Yeah. That's true. But I would leave something less valuable than the Bird Dogs, like anything else.
Like
look,
my wallet.
Yeah, my car. Look, they stole Lululemon's designer because fuck Lululemon. And did they do it again, guys?
Yeah,
Bird Dogs.
so.
Yeah, they did it again. They did it a fucking again. And if you go to birddogs.com and enter code FACTOR, you can get a free whistle football with your purchase. Those are the footballs with the tails on them that you can throw 1,000,000 yards. So go to birddogs.com and enter code FACTOR for that free gift. Or don't, and wear less comfortable shorts and pants like an idiot. Your call.
Yeah, or be an idiot.
Yeah, or be an idiot.
Either get the most comfortable pants possible.
What do you want?
Or don't.
You have the information now,
Truth hurts, kid.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get to this new segment. Al Gore invented the internet. First up, Facebook's parent company and the future hotbed of unwanted digital penetration, Meta, announced in an earnings report on Wednesday that for the first time, the company isn't growing and is in fact losing members or users. That's not good. This is a shocking statistic.
would you say it's not meta?
It's not meta. Well, it's
that's not meta happen.
Don't throw meta into this right now because I want to get through the segment. But we could have a sidebar about that. But yeah, guys, this is a shocking statistic, especially when compared to the statistics that clearly indicate a growth in life expectancy for Facebook's larger user base, and that's, of course, persons born between 1946 and 1964. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense, right, that they're losing them because, people are living longer, especially the boomers. Facebook lost daily users for the first time in its 18-year history. This is, I guess, fallen about 500,000 users in the last 3 months of 2021, which is crazy. To I guess there's 1.93 billion people logging in a day. That's down. And the loss was greatest in Africa and Latin America.
Poor Facebook. 1.93 billion.
I don't want to be shitty about this, but could it be that because of Facebook's demographics that COVID hit it the hardest?
No, couldn't be. I mean,
couldn't be.
I really hope not, because then that makes my boomer joke really insensitive.
But I mean, it is by far the oldest.
I thought it was insensitive. I think Will has a point.
You thought it was you thought
no,
what
I
just said was up top of it. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, couldn't it? So many people use Facebook are much older.
I think
it's a good point, Will.
It could be. I mean, but I guess the greatest losses happened in Africa and Latin America, so maybe it also could be there. But the experts are saying that they think that the product is saturated globally. Like 1.93 billion logons is pretty fucking good for any company, right?
Or did they purge burners, right? Yeah, and that was just what happened.
So this was in the earnings call, so I doubt this is the hard data. I doubt they would have purged.
Like you mentioned, this is the first time in 18 years this has happened. It was bound to happen at some point. The only thing that's shocking is 500,000 down is a pretty big number, but you can't just continuously have more more signups every day for 18 years. You run out of people. You can't continuously grow like that.
Well, it could be that because TikTok, that was the same quarter where TikTok overtook them. It could be that a lot of people running scams potentially out of Africa and South America switched to TikTok over Facebook.
Great point, Will, and that's absolutely also what the experts are saying is that TikTok has eaten quite a bit of their market share or their lunch, so to speak. Now, the interesting thing though about Latin America and Africa, them not seeing growth in those two areas, specifically because most of those two areas just upgraded from 56.6 to DSL internet provided by Comcast, and that is giving them speeds where they can truly enjoy the nastiness that is the Facebook experience, right? At full definition. So I don't know. I mean, to lose those users right when they got off dial-up, who knows? That's crazy.
Right.
The stock's down
24% porn now too. Better.
Oh yeah,
better.
Porn is that is true.
Porn.
It's a fork, really. It's quite a fork in the road when you get the high speed. What are you going to do with your time on the internet?
Porn.
Can countries down there also shut you out? I have no idea how the internet works in a small nation.
No. Well, we're going to get to that. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Guys, more importantly.
Didn't Kazakhstan shut them out?
Yeah, but weak internet countries are weak internet countries for a reason. They didn't pay the power bill. All right, so let's talk about hackers real quick. Hackers stole $320 million from a wormhole between the Solana and Etherium blockchains this week. And it's literally called Wormhole Protocol. It's technology that links those two blockchains, and it allows users to move tokens that are Solana-based or Ethereum-based and NFTs that are Solana-based and Ethereum-based and interchange them. And they confirmed that they suffered an exploit of 120,000 wrapped Ethereum was taken, worth $320 million.
This is such a problem, for crypto.
It's a major problem, dude.
Yeah, this is supposed to be what crypto's all about. It's safe.
Yeah,
it's secure.
It's like a Mac getting viruses, which happened. It's also it's so comical to me because it's kind of like bank robbing in a way. Like bank robbers back in the day, used to be badass, and now our bank robbers are nerds that are good at computers.
Dude, totally. I mean, that's what your kid should be doing. If you got a kid, is training them to hack crypto, because you're going to hear an insane number here in just a minute in terms of a hack that took place in 2016 that's just coming to light now. But Wormhole's totally fucked, absolutely fucked, guys. They posted to Twitter on Wednesday this tweet that essentially said, hey, the whole network's down. We're looking into an exploit, right? But the thing is, the exploit was already done. It's essentially the equivalent of a pilot telling you over the intercom, like, "Hey, you better buckle up," when they just realized that there's no gas in the jet. Like, already fucked, because at the same time, this message showed up on the Ethereum blockchain. Hey, this is Wormhole Deployer. We noticed you were able to exploit the Solana verification and mint tokens, and we'd like to offer you a white hat agreement and present you with a bug bounty of $10 million. Just return the wrapped Ethereum that you've minted, all 320 million of it, and you can reach out to us here.
That's awesome.
Nope.
What a deal, huh?
Yeah. Guys, this hack
320.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a clean 10. And look, it might be a deal, because a lot of times when crypto hacks take place, because the nature of crypto is an open ledger, right? You can't see exactly who the person is, but you can track a wallet. You can track transactions. And that's what happened during a Bitcoin hack in 2016 with Bitfinex, which was a Bitcoin exchange. They got hacked. That hack is currently worth $3.55 billion now today, right? Whoa. And it's just been sitting because the hackers were afraid to move it, and they just started moving it this week. Yeah, they're just throwing out 10, 15, 20, $100 million chunks of it to different accounts that are laundering it out. 3.55 Christina billions.
Damn.
It's scary. That makes me so, just another gross part of crypto.
There you go. And finally, guys, here's not gross.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, dude, and plus, like, I don't know if you guys have started doing your taxes. Look, they're coming for crypto's ass. I'm talking about the government. All governments. China shut it down. The U.S. government is going to regulate it, but it might help the cryptocurrency industry in the long run being regulated. But they're coming for it. The feds are coming for crypto.
Back off, as I say.
They won't, though. I'm telling you. Start filling out your taxes this year. First thing they're going to ask you.
It's like gambling. You could totally get rich on crypto, but don't use your actual savings that you.
IRS is going to be up your ass.
Don't use money you're not afraid to lose. It's like gambling.
Let's talk about a not disgusting hacker situation, one that you might really enjoy. One really angry dude digitally castrated the hermit kingdom of North Korea 2 times over the last couple months, completely knocking internet out for all 12 of the country's computers because they fucked up and hacked the wrong guy with the right skills with too much time on his hands. According to Wired magazine, it was the work of one American man sitting in a T-shirt, pajama pants, and slippers, sitting in his living room night after night, watching alien movies, eating spicy corn snacks, and periodically walking over to his home office to check on the progress of the programs he was running to disrupt the internet of the entire country of North Korea. It's pretty good. The hacker goes by P4X. That's his hacker handle, and about a year ago, North Korea hacked him as part of a targeted campaign against U.S. cybersecurity professionals in an attempt to steal their hacking tools and their exploits. Ooh. And he didn't like that, so he ruined their internet twice over the last couple months. Yes. And it equated the amount of effort it took him to that of a small to medium security penetration test, which he would do for his day job. So way to kick them while they're down, wow. P4X.
Shit, he's
light
claiming
work.
Yeah, he's like the entire country of North Korea leaves their password on a sticky note, basically.
Oh
yeah,
pretty much.
It's just Kim Jong-un.
Right. He just, I guess it on the
some
third
variation
try.
of Un, yeah.
Like, it has to be.
Program got it in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Leather jacket, 62.
Dennis Rodman, 92 Bulls.
18 holes in one.
Rodman Bulls, yeah.
Right. Guys, I'm glad to see this patriot is out there protecting the good people of America, and I have reached out to him via DM and offered him a $35 OnlyFans gift card on behalf of the Hard Factor show. Oh, wow. So nice. We'll let you know how that goes.
Well, hopefully that goodwill, that gesture will get him to come on and talk about how he did, what he did,
Apparently he's very, very cagey.
He's not going to want to
do we want him on? Is he going to hack us if we make fun of him?
But what if he could maybe just leave a voicemail, even if it was robot voice, and he could let us know some deets,
No, he's a white hat security pen tester. That's he's a good guy.
Okay,
nice. Good.
Yeah, because good guys with those powers don't.
Look, I mean,
seek revenge on people mocking them.
We're not mocking P4X.
Okay.
Look,
you better not.
I said the boy should eat steak tonight. I got him paid porn.
Okay.
He's not consuming any of that free shit after what he did. He's getting paid high quality, top dollar.
I mean, he took down the entire country and then mocked them afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name, right? P4X.
Yeah, P4X.
Nice.
It's like a workout. Yeah.
Short one.
Yeah. Short workout. All right, guys.
4 times a week, 4 minutes a day.
Let's take a little trip.
It's time for the Tik Tok International Moment.
Do you guys remember this guy?
Of course. Hot convict.
That's right. Yeah. That is Jeremy Meeks. He's a former member of the Crips, probably still in it. I don't know if you can actually leave the Crips. And he was dubbed the world's hottest felon when cops posted his mugshot on Facebook after they arrested him back in 2014 during a gang sweep called Operation Ceasefire in Stockton, California. So he was convicted on federal charges of being a felon in possession of a firearm, grand theft auto, and modeling agencies were just waiting outside the prison because when he got released from the Mendota federal prison in March of 2016, he started modeling. He's been everywhere. Tommy Hilfiger, the big fashion shows, Italy, all that stuff. He has a very successful one.
They could arrest him again for those killer good looks.
I mean, this guy, Pat, what do you think as the
him or Ronaldo?
Dude, most in touch with my homosexual side, I would fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Well, him. I want to know him or Ronaldo.
Oh, Ronaldo, bro. He's richer. He's cleaner. He's probably better educated.
Right.
Yeah, Ronaldo, man.
So this guy, Ronaldo's a 10. This guy's like an 8.
You ever been to Stockton, California?
No. I've heard.
You don't want to date a man that's been drinking the water in Stockton his whole life.
Well, also, Ronaldo could fuck you all night long. He's got the stamina.
He's got the stamina. Those abs, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pile of meat, raw ass meat by the time.
And then maybe
Ronaldo's
you could
done
teach me a couple of footy skills afterwards if he's got the time.
There you go. And I asked the right guy. The reason I bring this up is that Meeks now has some competition by the way of West Yorkshire, England, for the world's most attractive felon. I want you guys to meet 37-year-old Jonathan Cahill. There he is.
Not even
He's
close.
not.
No way.
Give me a break.
Well, he's a different taste. He's a different flavor.
No,
You know
he's
what I'm
not. Cahill's got one tiny eye and one huge eye.
Yeah.
Go back to the other
That
guy.
guy's hideous.
This guy. Okay. This guy's face is like symmetrical. He's got
Look at
like
that guy's eyes.
like beautiful blue eyes that are like.
Look at that guy's
This
eyes.
guy's just like a brown-haired, brown-eyed guy with one side of his head very asymmetrical.
He
one
looks
eye's
like a-
huge and the other eye is small.
He looks like what's the brutish Italian thugs? He looks like a caricature of like a thug. That one guy.
Yeah.
Okay, not your type. I get it.
It's the
Like the
difference
Looney
between,
Tunes thugs.
No, it's just objectively like.
Yeah.
I'm saying like
I'm
you
with
could,
you.
like,
Jeremy's a better looking man. I
He
get it.
looks like John
a
Cena,
computer
but
would
worse.
tell you that the first one is a hotter felon, hotter
Right.
convict.
I'm telling
Anyway.
him I'm straight, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's the difference between an actor and a model. That's their attractiveness level.
Okay. Well, leave your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, but Cahill is making a splash. He's been deemed the fit felon.
Okay.
And he was released from prison last September after serving part of his sentence for burglary. And then West Yorkshire police believed he had breached the terms of his release, so they're trying to get the public's help. And that's when they released that photo of him to get the public's help, and they helped a little too much. They racked up like tens of thousands of likes and comments across their Twitter and Facebook posts, prompting them to take the post down and disable comments. Comments like these are real. June Brown wrote, "What's his crime? Breaking hearts or houses?" And then Vicky Christensen said, "Christ almighty, he can hide under my bed." And then Sandra McCormick said,
Shiva.
"They're hot and horny though. I hope he's not out in the cold. I have a spare room if he wants. Oh, and a pair of handcuffs." Another one wrote, "How long are the conjugal visits in prison? Not long enough, I bet." And then one wrote, "He can break and enter me anytime he wants."
Nice.
And wait, one more. Will Molly White? This is one that was really graphic. "I want him to come on my face and then steal money from my purse on his way out."
What was a profile pic like on that?
That was mine.
That was made up.
That was made up.
Molly White.
Molly White. Molly White.
Molly White.
Molly
pic.
White.
I want him to come on my face.
So yeah, unfortunately, all these women, we're gonna have to wait because the police did end up catching Jonathan not long ago. Sorry, ladies, but you're gonna have to wait till he's released.
Give me a break. There's 10 better looking English guys in every corner than that fucking loser.
Yeah, that felon's out of here.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as a mugshot goes, he's probably up there. I would.
Well, sure, but it's nothing compared to the hot convict was a
Jeremy.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like
the guy's a world class model now. You think this Cahill guy is gonna get like Versace deals and shit?
Nothing.
No.
He might get a porn offer. Who knows?
He might get to star as the bad guy in an action film that is brutish.
Yeah. Anyway,
job at Hollister Tops.
Yeah. There you go. Well, he's got some stuffs on the horizon when he gets out. Anyway, let's move on to the Netherlands, guys. This is the historic Koningshaven Bridge. It's known by locals as the Hef, and the bridge dates back to 1878. It was rebuilt after it was bombed during World War II in 1940. It sits on the, I don't even know how to say it, Nieuwe Maas River in Rotterdam. And this is the Oceano Y721. Whoa. It is a 417-foot sailing yacht that will be the biggest yacht of its kind in the world when it's delivered very soon, costing more than $500 million. And this is the yacht's owner. Yeah, there he is.
Jeff
there he
Bezos.
is.
Bald Bezos.
Jealous Jeff.
Bad
dick pic
billionaire.
So you see, poor Jeff has a problem, guys. When those sail poles get put on the ship, kind of like this is how it's going to kind of look. Big masts on the sails. He's not going to be able to get under that bridge because the ship is being built right there in Rotterdam by the Oceana Company. So what is he going to do? He can't move his big giant yacht.
He's going to move the bridge.
Blow up Rotterdam.
He's going to move the fucking bridge.
That's right, Mark. He's going to dismantle the now national monument bridge to get his $500 million yacht through.
You know the best part about this?
What a piece of shit.
My favorite part about this story is that he knew he was going to have to do this from the start because because the place he's buying it from, he knew he was going to have to take this bridge apart to get the boat out.
This is part of the allure for him is removing a iconic bridge because of his personal boat.
Oh, but he's going to pay to
power move.
Yeah, he's going to pay to make it even better in his opinion.
He's going to watch the bridge get dismantled, and he's going to stroke it to it.
Yeah. So what they're saying, what the local officials are saying is that we're going to take just the top down. We're going to put it back together just like it was. No big deal. But locals are pissed because this bridge represents old Rotterdam to them. They don't want some billionaire moving into their town and fucking with their bridge.
Well, this isn't for like safety concerns of the citizens. No. This is to get a billionaire's yacht through it.
Exactly.
It was because he wanted. Look, I don't even know if this was the best people to make this boat. He wanted this to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was definitely part of the allure. Is he knew this was happening from the beginning of the project, and he liked it.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, people are pissed about it, and a Facebook group has been started that is titled "Throwing Eggs at Super Yacht Jeff Bezos."
Nice.
Here's the group. Here's the post.
Nice.
It's in all Dutch or whatever the fuck they call it, but here's the translated text.
The Dutch they speak over there in
Elfin.
Whatever it is.
It's an elfish.
Here's the translated text from the post. It says, "Calling all Rotterdammers. Take a box of rotten eggs with you and let's throw them en masse at Jeff's super yacht when it sails through the Hef in Rotterdam. Rotterdam was built from the rubble by the people of Rotterdam, and we don't just take that apart for a phallus symbol of megalomaniac billionaire, not without a fight."
Hell yeah.
Like 2,000 people have already are interested in going. They're going to go and throw eggs at this fucking
excellent.
Yeah.
Mark, some more evidence that backs up your point that he wanted this the whole time because of knowing the headline. The first place I saw this headline run, Washington Post, which he owns. Was that they were going to have to remove this old ass bridge.
It's such a power move.
Yeah.
It's just like he's going to get off on that bridge getting lifted.
I mean, they could
He's
easily
getting
wait.
lifted in the pants.
Yeah, they can wait to put the sails on, but no, he wants the sails to be on, and then
he wants to watch that bridge get lifted, bro.
It's fucked up.
He's probably gonna love them egging it too. It's like somebody with like a fetish, you know.
He's
like
gonna
a
have
BDSM.
so many people clean that yacht when it gets to that. He's gonna love that too when the people are just cleaning his yacht.
The whole thing is he's loving the whole process.
He's loving it. He is loving it. He's gonna have a great time on that yacht. By the way, Jeff is now the third richest man in the world. This is
why
today.
he's doing shit like that, because he feels less
Musk,
powerful.
And then the Louis Vuitton family, the Arnolds or whatever.
Whoa, who's above him? Besides, I thought it was just Elon above him.
No, it's the Louis Vuitton people, the Bernard Arnault and family.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a whole family though. So,
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
that's like the Waltons being
right.
above.
That doesn't
exactly.
count.
Exactly. Okay. Anyway, finally, being that it is Friday, let's go to Florida for a story that really encompasses two things near and dear to my heart: Florida man stories and treasure hunting stories. Now, if you are a patron of us at patreon.com/hardfactor, you've already heard this story along with 5 additional incredible Florida men stories on our weekly Florida Man Friday episode for patrons. So just $5 a month gets you an hour every week of Florida men stories plus Discord access. That's less than a 6-pack of beer every month, less than a pack of smokes. And not only would we
a 6-pack,
way less. Not only would we appreciate you supporting the show, we would genuinely love to have you in the Discord, chopping it up with us and other Hive members in there. So check it out, patreon.com/hardfactor. Thank you. Now the story. Guys, have you ever magnet fished?
No, but I'd love to.
No. Okay. It's quite possibly, Mark, I think this is our new thing, honestly. It's quite possibly one
Can
of
we do this instead of treasure hunting? Yeah.
Oh, this is way more our speed.
It's a lot like treasure hunting.
Yeah, it
but
is.
You're, like, we did so much digging.
It
was too much work.
It's that except in water.
Yeah.
No, this is way easier.
Okay.
It's just like fishing. So basically what you do is you have a really strong magnet at the end of a line. You toss it into a body of water, like over a bridge, whatever, and then you pull it up. It's like crabbing for metal, basically.
And the magnet does all the work. I mean, you just got to lift it.
Yeah. Here's what it is. It's a string and a magnet.
It's really the Earth that does the work, man.
Sure. Gravity.
The poles, the moon.
Yeah, gravity.
It's chipping in there, too.
Geology.
The magnetism.
Yeah, the magnet's just the vessel, man.
Yeah. You can find watches, safes, bombs, grenades, bicycles, anything you want. But a grandson and his grandfather were magnet fishing in Homestead, Florida, which is a suburb of Miami. So you commit a crime in Miami, then you drive to Homestead to dump bodies and evidence in the water out there. So as the two men were fishing, first time going, by the way, within 5 minutes, they pulled up 2 sniper rifles, receivers, and bolt carrier groups, whatever the fuck those are, I don't know, wrapped in shrink wrap. Here's the video.
When it comes to fishing, you never know what will bite, or in this case, what will gravitate. There you go. For a South Florida grandpa and grandson, a first-time try at magnet fishing over the weekend came with a high-powered catch, reeling in 2 50-caliber Barrett sniper rifles.
It's total beginner's luck.
Dwayne taking this photo of his 11-year-old grandson, Alan, with the 2 rifles. Alan says this find is part of his mission to do good.
Capturing guns and saving the world, which means picking up garbage.
Dwayne was able to clean up the guns, which were covered in shrink wrap, once they got home.
And then I noticed that the serial numbers were gouged out, and at that point, they became illegal for me to possess, and we notified the police.
So he turned them into police because obviously they were used for murder of some kind. You don't scratch off serial numbers of guns unless you plan to commit crimes with them, basically.
Or they were right, or that's true, but also what if they were Dwayne's?
Perfect crime. And he's like, well, we found a magnet fishing.
I mean, I think Dwayne could be slow playing everybody here, but we'll never
Dwayne's
know.
Like a world
wouldn't just keep him at the house.
Yeah, but we'll never know because they'll never question Dwayne about this. Not when he found it with his grandson like that.
They're also incredible weapons, right? The 50 calibers.
Yeah, they're $10,000 sniper rifles.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
With the barrels removed and the serial numbers scratched off so you can't identify them.
So someone didn't want someone to know they had them.
Right. But Mark, you said something in the interview. He said, with magnet fishing, every time I cast, out, or every other time I'm coming up with something, there's a bottle cap or, $7,000 sniper rifle. It's kind of like a gambling addiction where you don't know what the next pull of the slot machine is going to be. A lot cheaper than playing slots. And now we're going to buy magnet fishing.
I'm
kits.
in.
Yeah. There
You guys got to find a good bridge for this.
Well, there's plenty of them around. I know exactly where to go.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Wes, your photography job actually is going to come in very handy for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
all
a
the
few
good
spots.
bridges.
Well, there's the 360 bridge.
There's tons of places we can do this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm about to be... everyone's lost diamond rings are ours now.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, there you go.
I can say I knew you before you became millionaires.
You say it's an addiction? Like it's like gambling? Yeah. Okay. I'll see you there.
Yep. Less
Nice.
strenuous than digging holes.
Well, I think that's going to be nice. I think that would be a good
Episode
second
2.
episode. Yeah.
Yes.
Of treasure hunt.
Much easier to film as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I like it. All right. That was the TikTok International Moment. Now, to close things up for the week, voicemails and 5-star reviews.
Should I jump in here again?
Oh, I got one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, I'll talk to you. We'll talk about that in a second. One thing we didn't mention this week, though, that's news related before we go to voicemails and 5-star reviews. Jeff Zucker out as the head of CNN after their ratings collapsed after Trump left office. And then this week, he admitted to a longtime inappropriate office relationship with right-hand woman Allison Galust. And also, apparently, the Cuomos were coming at him with even more dirt to settle the score of firing.
Oh, yeah.
Fredo. So
Cuomo's definitely acquired some information over the years. Yeah.
yeah. So basically, Zucker preemptively quit before getting destroyed by his own people. That happened. It's huge news in the news media space. So
Yeah.
he's the head of CNN. So
Was.
yes, formerly. Yes. Now, new rule, Mark. We'll move on to reviews. Mostly pertaining to reviews, some voicemails, but mostly reviews. 5-star reviews. After last week's fireworks, Mark, do you care to elaborate on the new rule?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, thanks to everyone that reached out in the past week. I appreciate the kind words and stuff. I just, for my mental health, I don't want to hear or listen to really mean. I'm not talking about ball busting. Ball busting's fine. The one I blew up on last week, I know that was a joke. It was just Pat was mocking me, and it was it was building up, and it wasn't that particular review that set me off, but it's the ones before that are oh, you used to be awesome, but now you don't do political reviews. You suck, you ballless piece of shit. That type of crap that doesn't bring anything positive to the show. It's not asking a funny question or ball busting at all. It's just being mean and nasty. That's not happening anymore on the show. We're not playing those live. Take that troll, nasty bullshit to wherever, Twitter, to Instagram, wherever you think you send it, but we're not putting that negativity out on the show live anymore. So bust balls, have fun, come up with scenarios, but if you're hateful, you're not getting airtime anymore.
Right. No more venom.
No more venom.
Those 5-star reviews. You can
You
put it
can
in
write
the
them,
5-star
but we're not
reviews,
going to read them.
We won't read them live anymore. And so this, right, like Mark's saying, it's a positive place. We're pushing P
That's
all
right.
the time. In 2022, we want to be forced to read and listen to funny and or thought-provoking things in the 5-star reviews and voicemails during this segment. But we're going to try to keep it more funny than mean for the sake of the vibes of the entire Hardo Hive. Especially the hosts going forward. So.
I mean, it's funny when Mark storms off, but I guess we can.
Right, and I think that's the people that are addicted to the rankings. That's going to be their counter.
You're going to kill me. They're going to kill me.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
I'm
Mark.
getting cold sore outbreaks. I'm having heart palpitations.
I tried
enough.
At the end of this, if we make it to the end, you tell me how I did. I think I did okay. I excluded some.
Leave my heart alone.
A little bit. We'll see. Okay. So 5 stars. We got 3 5 stars. First one. Pod God 1 2 3 4 5 says 5 stars, but 5 stars. Don't bash the Subaru Baja, please, and thank you. That was my first car. The Baja is the best car ever made. So
nice.
Yeah, Subaru. Pod God, I said Subaru Baja's the shit. I'm a Subaru guy. So
you are a Subaru guy.
The Baja was so bad, man.
Dude, I would take the fucking Baja. What car you like over the Baja?
I don't know. Tacoma, maybe. I don't know.
Tacoma. You driving a Tacoma these days?
The Baja is a car truck. It's like it doesn't make
it's like
any
a modern
sense
El Camino.
Oh yeah.
Well, so there was the Ranchero and the El Camino. Those were the two first car trucks, and both of those cars fucked with reckless abandon, consensually, with no condoms on.
Don't compare the Baja to the El Camino.
And then you look at the second iteration, the second
beds are
coming
the Baja for sure.
of the car truck, and it's the Baja, and you're saying this is, I don't know. I would look back, take a serious look in the mirror, and then take a serious look back at the Baja.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the time of your life.
Dude, the Bajas are sick. I'm with you, Pod God. I wish I could have a Baja. I wish I could trade in. I wish they had a Baja 2022, and I'd buy it today. They don't, though, because I'm not sure if they sold enough. Okay, next one. 5 stars from Allie620 says, new female listener, sleepless in Seattle, just started listening a few months ago while I'm driving my husband to and from his men-only Jacks Club. I love that old game, by the way. And I love you guys, all of you.
Jacks?
Yeah, it's a totally real review here.
Yeah.
You each bring unique takes and some really funny stories. Pat is such a lib. Heard he likes weird girl movies. Ew. Mark sets the standard for the other hosts. If they don't know much about the topic, he is usually the one to fill it in with straight facts. Seems he might have a higher IQ than the rest of the other hosts combined. Exclamation point. Heard he was very early on the COVID predictions too. Will and Wes, I get confused sometimes. Heard Wes likes Spain and Will likes Australia. They are great too. Keep up the good work, Hard Factor boys. Your hard work and natural talent go unnoticed because you are so talented and so hardworking. All of you.
Mr. Don't. That's a long time listener right there.
Is Allie even a girl?
That's funny. So that's somebody roasted us. And then this last one is also a ranking, but it is a roasting ranking. It is not a mean-spirited ranking. 5 stars from Mr. Civianto says, love these dweebs. Just wanted to stop and leave a quick ranking of how the guys drop off podcasts.
This is my favorite.
4, Will pretty much just stays on a chuckles. 3, Pat doesn't show up due to chicken pox, but he rarely leaves. 2, Wes, I don't even think he knows he's going to leave, but then he does. 1, Mark really puts his heart into it when he decides to drop off mid-episode. Real good stuff, man.
That's true. That's true.
The real good stuff, man, kills me. That's awesome.
So I mean, hey, that guy's at least roasting all of us. If you do something that's a roast to everybody,
I'm not talking about ball busting. The one that I dropped off on was similar to that. It was a ball busting one, but it was just it was too many paper cuts before that, and then Pat was like, pushing the button on me, and I just blew up.
Put it on me. It's not. We're not on me.
You were. You were pushing the button.
I think Mark's point here is
put it on me, man. It's not on me. We set the rules.
It's on me. It's on me. But I'm telling you why I blew up. You were definitely a big part of it.
I hear you. Yeah. And I'm not trying to push the envelope. Here. Yeah. I'm just saying, look. We're trying ball busting, more funny than mean. All right, that's what we're going for here. Everybody, for the vibes on the show.
It's a comedy show. Come on.
Right, exactly. And so I left off a few more 5-star
reviews
that now that we're pushing P only, I'm not going to read because they were 5 stars. Thank you for the 5 stars, but they were very, sort of more venomous in nature, not fun.
Not having it.
Also, a listener, Matt, left a 5-star review on Spotify. And before trying to trick me into reading a ranking on that 5-star review, he also requested that Mark and I tell the Golden Corral story one more time. So, Mark, are you care to rehash it?
It was a cold Saturday afternoon. I think Will had to get some work done on his car.
That's right. I was oil change, I think, at a Walmart or something.
Something like that. It was going to take a few hours.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of nowhere and we didn't have a second car. So we had to kind of stay put in town. And right next door to the oil change place was a Golden Corral. So Will and I were like, let's go eat a lot of Golden Corral. And we did. And when we went in, it was us and about 80 octogenarians. Is that the?
It was the Bluebird special hour at lunch, basically.
Right.
And so before we tell the end part of it, I want to be clear that we were also wasting time. Like we went to a Verizon store. We didn't just straight go to the Golden Corral and then try to waste all of our time there, because I think that becomes important at the end of this story. But yeah, so we're just going in there. So we tried to waste time at the Verizon store. Car's still not ready.
Yeah, 10
we
minutes.
go to the Golden Corral, start eating. Try to make as many plates as we can, and eventually, you got to take a shit. And so, hit us both at the same time.
You guys stayed there long enough for it to go through your bodies.
Yeah, we sat at the table. Probably had a couple, 3-4 plates worth sitting there.
Probably had some coffee.
Yeah, probably had some coffee. Wait on the car, and then so we had to take a shit. Hit us at the same time. Mark and I don't like take shits together all the time.
This was the time. We were comfortable with this one.
Right. With this one just happens to be you're wasting time. So you go into we go into the bathroom, and it's a 2-stall. Well, look at that. Two guys need to shit, 2 stalls. Perfect. Go in there taking shits. We weren't in there very long, and the
door opens.
The door to the bathroom opens, and you can tell it's an old man because he's sort of shuffling his feet.
Because there were no other options, Will. Because everyone else was an old man.
Yeah, besides us. And then the doors start shaking on the stalls. And so, Mark, what did you? I think you replied to him, right?
I think he came after me first, and literally comes up to the door and grabs it and shakes it. And I'm like, someone's in here, the typical response. And he did a secondary grab just in case the first grab didn't work and he was deaf. He grabbed it again and shook. And I was like, holy shit. The door not been locked, he was coming in. So Will's next door, and I'm like, he's coming for Will next. I hope his door's locked. So.
Yeah. He did. Oh, he did. So he started rattling my door. And I don't know if I froze and didn't say anything, or if I was just started making noises. But we hadn't even been in there long enough to start wiping at this point, right? Or if we had it, you may have just started wiping. And so this guy, I mean, he's rattling the doors. He needs in, and then next thing you know, he starts moaning, and he's and then you see it. You see a turd fall out of this old man's pants, just onto the bathroom floor. He hadn't been shaking the doors, but for maybe about 20 seconds. And it just flopped right out, right down the pant leg there.
Couple turds, we had to step over when we walked out of the stalls.
Who got out first? I forget.
I think I did, and he was still standing there, just straight in front of me with his turds on the floor, and I had to act cool. And I just step over his turds, and I was like, "All yours." But he probably didn't need too much of it at that point.
Was he part of a bus group from a home?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, dude,
it was
definitely.
A bus group.
Or an apartment complex for all elderly.
The noise he made was the we're like, oh no.
It was almost an orgasm, but also not an angry orgasm.
He couldn't control it.
He gave in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
They need more stalls at Golden Corrals. I tell you, they need a lot more than 2.
2? That's ridiculous.
A lot more than 2 at a Golden Corral, if you ask me.
In Southern Virginia?
Jesus. Yeah, it should be 1 per chair.
Yeah. I've thought back on it. I would feel bad had we been wasting time in
There's
the bathroom.
nothing we could have done, Will.
But we literally had just gone in. Yeah. And it was
what, are you going to open the door and let him shit on you? No.
It was rough.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So that was 5-star reviews. But pushing P, right? We're pushing P. All right. Voicemails. We got a bunch. You don't know what that means?
Cool. Can we push P together? I was explaining what happened all the way through the beginning. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying how I reacted and what I reacted to. Can you get back on the same page with me here?
Oh, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
All right, cool. You're not talking
doing great.
All All right,
we're pushing P.
I'm tired, man. I'm good.
All right, cool.
P. We're P pushing.
Thank you. Let's push P.
We're pushing P. Last segment of the show, voicemails. It's time for voicemails. The cup runneth over this week with everybody from the Heart of Hive. Thank you very much for the 5-star reviews. Whether you proved to us that you sent them in Spotify or whether you did Apple podcasts, we had a ton. Also voicemails, a ton. So we couldn't play all of them, but we're gonna play 11. So here's the first one.
Boys, happy fucking Friday. Low Life Louie here. I'll make it quick. At number 4, we have Mark. I'm just kidding. Seeing as how the Super Bowl is right around the corner, I wanted to ask you guys if you can rank maybe your top 3 go-to snacks, appetizers, food items, Super Bowl food. What is your top 3? Or an alternative question, do you guys prefer wings or ribs? Awesome. Have a great fucking weekend. Have a great fucking Friday. And yeah, love y'all. Bye.
To be fair to Louis, he submitted that before we had recorded last week's episode.
Nicely.
Wings versus ribs. That's how dare he?
Wait, what do you think? It's wings for sure?
I think it's got to be wings.
Let's go with that question because we gotta move quick. But yeah, I think it's wings over ribs for sure. Right?
Man, I do love a good rib though.
It's an availability issue.
Yeah, I eat wings way more than ribs for sure.
Okay, what if there's no availability issue?
Pineapples.
What if there's no availability issue? What if you had multiple racks ribs, full ribs, or 50 wings?
Like a mountain of wings with
wings,
unlimited blue cheese.
You can get different flavors of wings too.
Unlimited blue cheese and ranch.
It's better snack, right?
Yeah,
dude, you got it.
I'm gonna make some tonight, actually, not for me.
You're air frying, right?
I'm air frying them. Yeah, my son loves them.
I'm going ribs.
Ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Ribs are good.
They are delicious.
They're delicious. I just think for a Super Bowl, probably wings.
He said football, man.
For football, yeah.
That's true. Football,
nachos is my number one. Always.
It's got to be chicken wings. All right.
Beanie weenies, meatballs.
Next one.
Grape jelly sauce.
Hey guys, long time listener here. Just wanted to touch on the crossbow subject that came up the other day. It's kind of old hat to say that crossbows are only for disabled people while they were initially introduced into the hunting world for such purposes. That was 20, 30 years ago at this point, and
this guy definitely owns a
technology's come a
crossbow.
long way. They're an extremely safe and effective tool for new and old hunters alike, experienced, inexperienced. They're just a great hunting tool. And the whole gizmo that goes into traditional vertical bows versus crossbows is just it's kind of worn out and needs to die. If you're going to clown on crossbow hunters, why not clown on rifle hunters in the same regard? I mean, it's not really about that. It's about hunting ethically and safely and respecting the animal and what have you. Anyways, have a great fucking day.
He's reading from the crossbow pamphlet. How to respond.
What was that listener's name?
He's a crossbow guy, man. He's crossbow standing. Yeah. I appreciate that we have a crossbow aficionado in the hive.
My head's gonna fucking explode with this bullshit, man. Look,
I'm a crossbow.
You think I want to hear fucking hate about crossbows being lame? No, crossbows are fucking sick. They're sick. We said they were sick, and then people were like, "You fucking pussies, man! Only disabled. Those are just for disabled folks. You don't."
No, I've always said that I don't trust crossbow people.
It's just what? How do you want it, hunters? Which way do you want it?
I mean, I think that guy. That was the first.
That guy wants you.
I know.
Talk positively about crossbows.
I respect
always.
him.
Yeah.
He gave a lot of good points.
Respect.
I can't even believe I'm fucking talking about bow and arrows in generally in my life at all. So I'm
bow
trying.
and arrows are badass.
We're trying our best. Okay.
No. No.
I mean, the real hunters, let's be honest,
kidding,
with bow and arrow hunters are the truest hunting.
Look, I'm not going to talk shit to a guy that is obsessed with crossbows and leaves voicemails. Sir, you're correct.
Look, crossbows are way sicker than regular bow and arrows. I mean, it's like if you're talking about just the sickness of the weapon, it's top 3 sickest weapons. Period.
It's one of the
I mean, this rocket launchers are pretty sick too. But
it's
right. Well, they get more sick in terms of how more deadly they are. Right. That's how it works. That's why he's like the machismo of like an original boat, because it's harder because you have to do a big pull
It's way harder.
Yes. Anyways, it's harder to aim. Whatever.
Got to be a man.
I appreciate this guy. I don't got a problem. He keep firing his bolts wherever he wants. I appreciate him listening and sticking up for the crossbow people.
He sounds like an awesome hunter. I'd like to go.
That gave me more...
I'd like to go learn how to shoot a crossbow.
Exactly. I had no interest in learning the crossbow man side of things until I heard that.
I'm just fed up with it because I walked by a crossbow that I would have bought 6 months ago, but that I didn't buy.
And then we also learned...
I was like, that's not for me.
You should have bought it, because we also learned that Large is a crossbow guy. We just learned that.
Me and Large. I mean, good. I love Large, but yeah.
You wouldn't go crossbow hunting with him?
I don't know if he's a crossbow guy.
He says he owns a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Next one.
Miniature ones.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Spencer. I'm out of Shelbyville, Kentucky. I've been listening to you guys for quite a while now. Glad to be part of the Harlow Hive.
Nice.
I had one question. Kind of a Freaky Friday scenario. So say your wife and your mom happen to switch bodies. And the only way to get them to switch back was you got to have sex with one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So would you pick having sex with your wife with your mom in her body? Or would you pick having sex with your mom with your girlfriend in her body? So, good. It's a hard one. So, love you guys. Love the show. Keep it up.
Jesus.
Have a great fucking day.
Spencer, man. What the fuck?
My God.
That was the worst one since the one where we did the live show where the guy's like, would you rather be 3 inches inside your dad or 3 inches inside your mom? Or your dad be 3 inches inside your
Yeah, if you have to, You're 3 inches. You're 3 inches inside of your dad, or your mom, and your dad's 3 inches inside of you. Which way do you get out? Yeah. Oh man, that's tough. So he's saying that you'd be having sex with your mom's body, but
my mom.
My mother is going to be listening to this show. Sorry,
Yeah,
Mom. Pass.
just pass on it.
Pass.
My mom's sitting in her chair
break
right
that
now.
one down.
I hope you're doing well, Mama.
Quest goes, this is a tough one, and immediately analyzes it.
I mean, it's very tough. I would go girlfriend's body, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Hey, Mom.
It's all bad. Then you're
Talk about memories.
Moving on.
How was I when I was 6?
Breaking that one down is not going to get you anywhere. All right, let's keep going, Spencer. You're a maniac. The next
that's a quality voicemail.
It's a great would you rather. That was one of the best would you rathers I've ever heard. That'll bring the house down every time. All right, the next one is from Ashley.
Hey boys, this is Ashley from Alexandria. I'm calling in for a collective brainstorming session. So my boyfriend and I decided that when we have kids, we're going to tell them one totally meaningless lie just to see how long they'll carry it with them. And we're talking, completely inconspicuous, non-consequential, something like, grass was an invasive species that was brought over on the shoes of explorers in the 1490s. Nothing that'll affect their lives in any major way. I promise we're not monsters. We just appreciate a good, years-long, potentially life-altering joke. And the goal here is to get them, at least to a middle school slumber party, way past the tooth fairy phase, go some years before discovering the truth. But the thing is, we can't decide on what the lie should be. There's just way too many ways of going about this. So let's hear it. Any brilliant ideas? Thanks, boys. HHGFD.
That is fucking sick and awesome.
I love the idea. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Actually, Ashley, my father actually did this to me. But it was such a small thing that it made it like a long way before I ever realized it was a lie. And he told me the origin story of the college Bucknell was just fake, and he would just retell the story all the time. He just had a fake story that had to do with like deers and something.
That's a good one.
And he would just like constantly tell me the fake story about the origin of this college.
You told someone?
And eventually I probably like told somebody, they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then, but it was like, it wasn't hers with like the grasses and invasive species. That's a really good one because that's like something that you run across in like everyday conversation. Like the Bucknell thing was so niche. Like
my parents, my parents told me that shrimp was lobster for a long time. Like I always called shrimp lobster until I actually had lobster.
Was that just because you couldn't say lobster or something? Or
no, I think it was just because they didn't want to buy me lobster, or like because
that's awesome.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's
like,
awesome.
no,
You're having lobster again.
Yeah.
You asked for the lobster, like it was a shrimp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's smart.
Shrimp was lobster.
I don't know. Kate keeps telling our son that our cat is a robot. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but she's like really, really bearing down on that lie.
That's a good one.
That's good for now, but it won't last to middle school.
Pets ones are good, but because it's more if they're introduced to more pets. What about telling your child, like if it's a boy, that women can read boys' thoughts or vice versa? If it's a girl, that boys can read men's thoughts, and that if you ask them, they'll deny it. And then when they're like close to 13, that you can show them the PG-13 movie of either what women want or what men want, depending on which way you went, and then they'll be confirmed because
that's going to ruin his life, though, or their life.
Yeah, no, that's intense. That's intense.
Yeah, it would.
That's how you birth a conspiracy theorist. Honestly,
the grass thing's good.
Yeah, her idea is good. Man, we got to think about this. It's going to take us some time. Actually, sorry, I didn't prep the fellas on that one, but it's great. We should be thinking about it, and then also like Pat and I, potentially Wes too. We could all be thinking about things that we could get in on this with. So
I'm going to tell my son that his dad was a great athlete.
There you go. But that's, I mean, like.
He'll never be able to unverify.
Yeah, exactly. You want him to get caught at a middle school party. Some middle school kid's going to be like, I don't think he was.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you? The whole point is the kid gets punked.
Like, why has he been discovered America or something?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Wes, like a historical fact.
Yeah,
the only thing I can think of is a fake historical fact.
Yeah.
That would really, but the Bucknell, I'm telling you, is too small. You got to go something bigger than Bucknell. I just know that because
make up someone who discovered America.
George Washington.
George Foreman.
George Washington.
But see, that only
lasts.
I was thinking that one, but that only lasts until like kindergarten. So you have to like that's the thing. You got to get it past. You have to get an obscure enough historical fact where it gets past elementary school, but not to high school.
Plus, look, the other thing we're missing here is that if it's too big, the kid can Google it by middle school. Right? Like, so if you're like George Foreman invented the grill, then they could Google who invented the grill.
You got to get it in
George
before.
Foreman. It's got to be something that's like not really searchable.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Hopefully we helped. Next,
the first king of England was black.
Yes, that's great. That's so great. But that might get debunked really quick. I like it. That's a good one. Did you know? All right, here we go. Next one.
He's telling his friends.
Next one. We got this was kind of long.
Hey boys, it's Soup calling you from up here in Ottawa, Canada. Been a long time listener. Pretty well since the PFT days, since you started joke that one time.
Nice.
Anyway, I just wanted to. I'm trying to get my thoughts out here because been living in the middle of a protest lately. And I just want you guys to, ask you a question. What would you do in my position? I agree with everyone's right to protest, but my fucking God, boys, this protest is run by Pat King. Pat King is a known racist. That's who put this all together. So right off the start, bad look. And then they come down here, bring their trucks in. They fucking park them on top of the tomb of the unknown soldier. They piss on it. They dance on it for TikTok. They wave their Nazi, Confederate, Trump flags around, not even knowing what country they're in because, this is Canada. What? The South rises again. It eats us up. You guys are... Anyway.
We know.
After that, they defaced Terry Fox. Terry Fox, the man known for running across Canada for cancer research because the man had cancer. He had a great hop to him, made it pretty far, but goddamn. And then afterwards, they said that Terry Fox would be on their side. It was okay to do because Terry Fox was on their side.
Not around to argue.
The man who ran for cancer research is on your side. Yeah, sure. They have zero planning. They come in here, they have nowhere to shit, they have nowhere to piss, they have no food, they didn't bring enough food with them, and they blocked off all of downtown, so you can't even get food into restaurants. Restaurants are closed because they can't even get food in, and when they're open, they have anti-mask assholes yelling in their face or refusing their food because the people inside are serving it with masks on. They are never planning to leave until, I don't know, one of their 2 billion demands are met. Who knows what that is anymore? From the people I've talked to, it's been everything from, white supremacy to, I don't know, dissolving governments. Fuck me. Like, I know people that are down there. I know people that are rallying. I am from the outskirts of this city. I grew up in a rural area. A lot of my friends and neighbors are there, and it is mortifying, for fuck's sakes. Like, I don't even know what to do, boys. That's why I'm calling. I'm asking for a bit of advice. You know, I got to work down there every day this week. It's a 45-minute drive usually, and fuck, it's
Soup wasn't done. Sorry. So, but basically, Soup is dealing with he's in Ottawa, which is Canada's capital.
Is he blocked from getting to work, traffic and stuff?
Yeah, it sounds like it's like basically triple, quadrupled his commute or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's just he's in the thick of it, and it sounds like he understands where some of the truckers are coming from, maybe, but also is annoyed as fuck because it's a giant protest. And
that Pat King thing I didn't know about. That's interesting.
I did not know that. Yeah,
he is definitely a Islamophobist. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, you know, when you have a protest, you're going to have crazies in any protest.
Yeah.
And
the organizer, that's tough though. I mean, I understand a lot of the truckers are doing it, for their rights and stuff. But
they're doing it against
to have your organizer.
They're doing it against
vaccines. Sucks.
They're doing it against vaccine
Right.
mandates. Here's the rest of the voicemail.
Sorry, boys, I hit your time-limited soup here again. I know this is probably pissing Pat the fuck off because I'm listening to myself talk. But anyway, I just wanted to finish off by saying that their initial protest, what they are protesting, the truckers say they're protesting, is the vaccine mandate to cross the border. And you can't get into the States anyway because the Americans have the same policy in place that you also need a vaccination to cross the border. So even if Canada reversed that decision, they still wouldn't be able to do what they're fucking trying to do. Anyway, have a great fucking day. I love listening to you boys. Let me know what you think and take it easy. Bye.
Nice. So that's Soup. And that's a great look at the, the annoying side of the trucker protest in Canada.
When I was anywhere near it, I'd hate it. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. And I think that it sucks for Soup because their leader conveniently gave himself COVID from his kid that he evacuated with, and now he's not going to help for a week. So basically you got to wait. Yeah. You got to wait for the truckers to get tired and leave because your prime minister is a coward.
Trucking is such an important industry. So, you got to keep truckers happy for sure. Safe and happy. But the Pat King thing sucks. Like that sucks that their leader is a douchebag, racist piece of shit.
Yeah, for sure. It also sucks though that Trudeau and Biden have pigeonholed themselves into the place where they are. You have places like Japan and Switzerland that are just done, moving on, and they're like, hey, it's over, it's endemic. People need to realize, and they're being dumb holding on to this thing. But you have people like Trudeau and Biden who have, they've conditioned their base to be very, very much not, maybe not ready to let it all go. So we'll see how it all unfolds in North America with the COVID stuff, because that is what they're protesting. It's masks and vaccine mandates. So next one.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? This is Kalen from Maine. Haven't called in for a while, but I'm listening to the Wednesday episode about the segment where the metaverse crime happened, and obviously that's not a good thing, and it's pretty fucked up. But if your character is in the metaverse and you're getting assaulted by other people in the metaverse, why not just log off? Seems like there's a pretty easy workaround to this, considering pour yourself out of them.
That's a great point.
Anyways, that's not my mind. Curious what your guys' take is. I'm not a metaverse expert, so. Anyways, have a great fucking day.
Yeah. Turns out Caleb is a metaverse expert. You can just log off.
100%.
We got you. You're not
100%.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just go to Hawaii.
Don't even think about logging off. Yes, no, he's right about that. But two counterpoints. One is she was doing research for the metaverse to find out if there are bad things going on. So she probably was trying to like experience it to report back. And also, that's not fun for women if they have to just within the first 60 seconds get assaulted. I mean, obviously they can log off, but that means they can't really log on.
That's true, but hilarious point.
Yeah.
Because you can, and also you can also
it's
tell.
obviously not this. Probably
like
not the same. Never mind. I don't want to get into all that. It's a digital.
You know what would be sick though is.
Oh yeah, but that is funny though.
Oh, decoys, man.
Log off is hilarious.
Like what if you were the programmer developer and you built like sexual assault decoys that that
gave you a virus?
Super hot ones.
Yeah.
They either give you a virus or just explode your avatar that you've worked super hard for and just spread all your coins out like in Sonic when you get hit for everyone else to grab.
That'd be cool.
Well, also
like a Chinese finger trap. Their digital vaginas are like Chinese finger traps.
That's good.
Or the Rapex. Remember Rapex?
Yeah, like Rapex. It rips your penis.
It's a good
off.
point. Also, the people, once we get Hive Island on there and I start beating up the rapists, they're gonna have to log off once they get these mitts coming.
How about everyone just pushes P, kind of like what we're saying, what Will's saying, what everyone's saying, and all the people just don't condone the people raping and they ostracize.
Then
that.
nobody has to log off.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's what we're going for, Caleb. But that was a good point about the logging off. All right, next one.
Good morning, boys. Amish Brock, aka Frogger, calling from Amish County, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And thank God I'm not calling from Puxatawny. That place sounds like it fucking sucks. All right, so I'm calling in with your Amish fact of the week. This week we're talking about Amish grooming standards as if they exist. So, when the Amish get married, they are allowed to grow out a beard, but that beard does not include a mustache. So if you see inbreds running around with no facial hair, they aren't married yet. And I'm also calling in with a question. If fast food restaurants started serving alcohol, which restaurant do you think would pull the trigger first? All right, guys. Hope you have a great fucking day, and you'll hear from me next week. See you, boys.
I got to answer that question. It's happened already.
T-Bell, right?
It's Taco Bell Cantina.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco. Also, I think before that even was Chipotle. They had
that's not
really fast food though.
I mean, it is, but it's not.
But Taco Bell was the big one, and if we're talking liquor, which they don't serve, I don't think Taco Bell.
No, it's wine based.
Yeah,
Arby's.
If we're talking liquor, yeah, who would it be? Arby's, you think?
Arby's.
Well, Chipotle, they have the.
I feel like Burger King has the least shame.
You know who would have the least shame if they did it is Sonic, because it's all drive-through.
That's true.
Nah, they wouldn't be allowed to.
No, they wouldn't be allowed to.
They only like New Orleans.
Carl's Jr.
I could see In-N-Out doing it as like, hey, this is the new America. Let's move to Austin and have a beer.
Yeah, true. Good call on that.
Yeah, great question. Frogger's got a hilarious vendetta against the Amish. It's
I love small town Pennsylvania beef too.
He lives with them.
If you see inbreds running around with no facial hair, they're not married.
He's always in a rush and he's always behind a fucking carriage.
Right. There's a horse blocking the way.
Comes up with a new joke.
The oxen are
behind a carriage.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
Hey, boys, Garrett from Iowa. I just wanted to shout out West with a giant fuck you for calling Iowa a bunch of racist bastards. I mean, my great uncle's cousin's neighbor's son fought in the Civil War, so that is very personally insulting to me. All your bullshit talk about the 15th Amendment and Iowa being the last to ratify it. Did you ever consider the fact that they didn't have fucking phones or the internet then? Probably just took the longest for Iowa's vote to get from Iowa to Washington. You know, read a fucking history book. That's all I got. Also, there's lots of great things in Iowa besides Casey's breakfast pizza, although that stuff is awesome. But we also have like corn and
Yeah.
and the Hawkeyes. So like 3 great things besides Casey's breakfast pizza. And also, when you're driving through Iowa, you don't have to go over any hills. It's just flat. You can see where you're going. Really easy to get where you need to go. You can just look for the lights because you can see fucking forever because it's flat. So, I mean, that's a plus too. So, yeah. Anyway, have a great fucking day. Oh, and last thing, it's 3:30 in the fucking morning. I'm in bumfuck Nebraska somewhere, and your pod today is definitely helping me get through the drive. Love you guys. Have a great fucking day.
Yeah, fuck Nebraska. Bunch of dumb assholes in Nebraska, I'll tell you that much.
Where the hell's Garrett going?
He was driving from Denver somewhere. So.
He's driving around. Yeah, and I guess so. Wes, now you got a beef with Iowa too, on top of San Francisco.
No, I love Iowa.
Oh,
You're
man,
building a
Iowa's
list here.
Got grill your own steak restaurants.
I love Iowa.
The
We had a great time
Fairfield,
in Iowa.
We did.
Yeah, I don't think Wes was I didn't get the vibe that he was busting on Iowa.
No, it was just a simple little joke.
Yeah, that Slipknot album,
Just a simple
everything.
joke. They had a good Bavarian restaurant, German place.
That was good.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Also, we saw some bald eagles on the river. They have that naked statue of the chick holding her own tits. That was
Yeah, that was a great
Will was
statue.
shirtless, riding in the convertible.
We got the convertible. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Des Moines
30-degree weather.
Des Moines was a great place. Yeah. All right. Next one.
What is up again? It's Joe from Amazon, from Ohio. Just listened to Friday's episode. Real quick rankings. Number 1, Mark. Number 2, Mark. Number 3, Mark. And number 4, Mark. We got really sad when Mark left.
Dylon.
Really didn't mean to, hurt his feelings. Everybody stop being mean to Mark, please. I'm not trying to be patronizing. Oh my God, that comes off patronizing. Oh God.
It did.
Okay, never mind. But I meant all that very genuinely. Also, Chiefs are going to win. And man, I really don't know. But I think the 49ers might win. Jimmy Jesus? Yeah, and I'm not betting responsibly. The key to not betting responsibly is just to not pay your book when you're down. Yeah, just fade the bookie. So yeah, have a great day, and I love you all. Okay, bye.
Joe.
Oh, for two.
Joe's in so much debt to his
Oh,
bookie.
for two.
What are
Oh,
you
for
doing?
The Chiefs probably should have won that game.
What are you doing,
The
Joe?
49ers should have won too. That fucking dropped
Yeah.
interception at the end. Give me a
That's
break.
true. He should have caught that
Good
ball.
Lord.
Yeah, but the Bengals and Rams did. So, which brings us to our last voicemail of the day. And then I've got actually more questions. A little bit after this. So 1 second. Lots of activity in the Hive this week.
Yeah, that's great.
No, it's awesome. Yeah, thank you for submitting so much. Bzz, bzz. Here we go.
Hey guys, this is Rob. I'm a custodian in Michigan. I heard about the story about what you guys are talking about, and yeah, these kids are taking shit in litter boxes. I'm not ready to quit this fucking job. I'm about to drag this bitch. I'm getting so sick and tired of seeing little Indy Lou roll up and try to look me in the eyes and tell me that I did not clean your litter box very well. I must think that these kids of this generation and thank you guys for fighting good fight for us. It's ridiculous at this point, and I'm about ready to blow my brains out. But I love you guys. Go Tigers.
Confirmed.
Oh, call in with a better phone next time. It was gold, but
Confirmed.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Custodial arts.
Blow my brains out.
That was a great impersonation. Colin also called in defending Mark and pretending. Oh wait, that was the pretending to be a school janitor. You also called in and said he will take you out if you come at Mark. So Colin,
don't do it.
The kitty litter janitor says you're fucked. Gavin. He wants everybody to get VR Golf Plus on the Oculus, which I played with him, actually, him and his buddy a couple of weeks ago. Very fun. He says he does. They do like poker tournaments as well through the Oculus. It is very fun. Seriously, you can do a lot of community type shit in there. He also asked who would win in a King of the Hill game of King of the Hill, including PFT. So the four
Well, that's
of us.
all about base. I'll stop you there.
Yeah, I wouldn't win. I know that. I know I wouldn't.
You're the tallest too, though, Pat.
I've never
It's a
been
base
good at
base.
King of the
Yeah,
Hill.
but it's a base game.
I'll tell you this much: it would be one of the three of you because I can take myself out and PFT out. He's not holding enough heft to win, and I'm not good at getting up on high places.
Yeah,
So
balancing.
we're out.
I'm out. Pat can have it. Pat and West.
Pat or West. It's gonna be
also
Pat or West.
I don't like competition. I hate it so much that I'll throw a game.
West wins.
That's true.
I'll
West King of the Hill.
I'll take the win.
West King of the Hill. Gavin also wanted to know if we'd be willing to rank ourselves from authoritarian to libertarian, or do some sort of political range test.
We've done that already so many times.
Oh, yeah.
We've posted the results too. I think. Right.
Yeah, we were all kind of similar there.
Very middle.
Yeah.
And libertarian. Yeah. Right.
Oh. Have
didn't
we done that?
Didn't we take? Yeah, we've.
Yeah, you were the one that made us take it.
Yeah.
It was your idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
We did it for Predict It. For that
Some guy,
interview we did. Yeah.
someone sent us a thing on Twitter and said, "I'd love to know your scores on this particular test," which is it's left, right, authoritarian, libertarian. That's the box. So are you left-minded on the left or right-minded, and then do you like authority?
Yeah.
or
Where'd
do
you guys turn out?
We were all below the line on authority, closer to libertarian, and I was slightly left. I think Pat was just slightly left of me, and then you guys were slightly right of us, but in the middle. Yeah, we were all within 2 of 1,000 squares. We're all pretty close. We're all center and more libertarian.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the answer. I didn't play those, Gavin. There was 4 voicemails. Didn't have time to edit them. Racing the ice storm in Texas. Last few things. Danny in Vermont wants to know what our dream jobs are if we weren't working Hard Factor, or if we were still, but besides Hard Factor, what would be our dream jobs?
This with more resources.
This with more resources, right? But he's saying besides Hard Factor. So if you had to do a different profession, what would be the dream job? I would say for me it would definitely be probably I feel like being a football coach would be a very sweet ass job, but I have not played pro football to get the resume to do it, but that would be amazing. That would be an amazing job because you're dipping all day, eating burgers.
Travel photographer,
talking shit with the boys.
Marine biologist.
Yeah, probably a high-level engineer, something like that, solving a big problem.
Nice. There you go. Jeremy insulted Wes and I on his voicemail with a ranking.
Don't play it.
So I'm not going to play it, but he did have a question.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Was mean?
Sorry, Jeremy.
Specifically to me and you.
Yeah.
But he did have a question. And he asked if animals could talk.
Don't even read his fucking question.
Yeah, don't read his question.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Don't read his question.
I don't want to hear his fucking question.
It came in through the Gmail, so it was crystal clear. I listened to it.
I'll have to check it out later. Go ahead and read his question, you fucking bastard.
If he said if animals could talk, which one would be the most annoying?
Jeremy.
Yeah.
What's a really
animal? Birds talk a lot, right?
You know, a possum. Possums look like they'd be annoying as fuck.
They'd be mean.
Gotta go dogs. They're needy as fuck, and they're always with you.
A chihuahua, yeah.
I think a bird.
Oh, yeah,
they're
a
always
real chirpy bird.
Yeah, they're always like a grackle. Are you kidding me?
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully that. Sorry, Jeremy. Scott from Missouri, like Colin says, that he threatens anybody who ranks Mark again.
Thank you,
and you will be fucked up.
Don't worry, you won't have to. You won't have to hear it anymore, listeners.
That's
Don't
right.
worry.
I saw water under the bridge. Now, everybody, just like this episode, we made it. That's going to do it for Hard Factor this week. We love all of you, every single person in the Hardo Hive. Thank you for listening,
except Jeremy,
supporting the podcast. Even Jeremy.
You still loving Jeremy?
If you
I
want to
to
do
it yet.
Oh, of course. If you want to do more supporting of the pod, loving the pod, go to patreon.com/hardfactor to sign up for extra podcasts. And if you send in the car, the top tier, you can join us for trivia next Friday night on February 11th. Go to store.hardfactor.com for the Jamaica line of merch and much more if you want to support the pod that way. Follow at Hard Factor News on all social media and wherever else you can, including wherever you're listening or watching now. And now we got to spin the wheel to see what the show's going to be like.
This is the first trivia where all 4 hosts will be.
And don't forget about the McDonald's contest.
That's right.
February 9th is the last day to enter.
Tell them the rules again.
Follow us. Post a photo of your hack at Hard Factor News at McDonald's. Hashtag Hard Factor Sent Me. That hashtag is very important because that's how I'm going to find you.
Hard Factor Sent Me. So if you misspell it, you're fucked.
You're
Hard
fucked.
Factor Sent Me.
Hashtag Hard Factor Sent Me. Make sure, and you can do it on Instagram or Twitter.
And
right?
big announcement, I got in touch with McDonald's. They're going to send me something in the mail, probably a nice size gift card to sweeten the pot.
We don't know that, but that's what we think it's going to be.
That's what the main account told me. But we don't know it's a gift card.
I want a McDonald's tracksuit is what I want.
It's a tracksuit, I'm not telling you guys.
Yeah. You're not you're just not going to wear it around us?
No.
No, you have to wear it.
It's exactly how I'll do it, Mark.
We're sharing the fucking tracksuit, bro.
Timeshare.
I live across the street from you.
Tracksuit.
How often do we see each other?
Costco.
Tracksuit.
Yeah.
See each other all the time.
Yeah, I agree. Group tracksuit. Okay,
You
here
can't
we
wear
go.
that around town.
This is what the lineup's going to be on Monday, everybody. Cup of coffee.
Wait, I'm off on Sunday. Remember, I got that. I got the wedding.
Okay. Well, Wes is
Good.
off
Your name
another
was,
show.
was we
Look at this.
anyways. Wasn't even spelled correctly.
So it's just a normal Monday episode. Wes is off. All right.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, classic.
Cup of coffee in the big time is going to be Mark.
Good.
Double. That would have been me.
TikTok International Moment
Pat PCAS
is going to be Pat.
International.
Is going to be the lineup for Monday. But
Will's-
most importantly,
Will's been leaving Will alone recently.
Yeah,
it really has been, except for voicemails and reviews. I always get them every time. It picks me for that every time. Most importantly, more importantly than all of that, why don't you have yourself a great fucking day and weekend.
Wow.